some of those things could be things that he's been trying out for this tournament, you know, because I could definitely see like Fight Club being one of those places where you want to hone your skills, and then now he's in here in the Scottish Arms League.
And the players are already in the lobby, and we're going to Mausoleum as the first game.
Very interesting. I think, and this, you know, Frank going with that Springman trusted setup, going with roaster instead of toaster, which I can understand that. Now, in terms of this stage, what would you say, like, as for character choice here? Who's on top of these two?
Well, I believe Coil is always on top because she's floating.
That's a good, that's a good thing to say. I was going to like, I was thinking also about like the trampoline and the dynamic between that, since Coil can't really, you know, bounce on the trampoline. She just floats above it. For anyone who's new to the game, the middle part of the stage can be broken up into a trampoline. So we'll see if we can see that this time. Ooh,
that was a nice rush cancel.
Yeah, that was a spicy one, and you know, he still has his rush available, and he's going. But oh my God, so many layers here. Frank being able to sidestep that, but gets his shield broken in the end. I think, you know, he just got some, like, a bit of a chip damage, but so he's still very much into this and takes the round as well.
Yeah, getting that 1-2 in, followed by that charged up roaster. Both of these players really want to just keep dodging side to side, so it's a good thing for them to have a circular stage so they don't have any corners to be trapped in.
Yeah. And I think EncinoMan actually really would want to have the stage broken at this point, because if that happens, then it opens up a lot more options and closes down some options for Frank. But Frank says no, just jumping around here, doing that very aggressive rush here.
Good patience by Frank, first of all, for activating rush, then waiting a bit and jumping, then getting the perfect angle to...
Yeah, I really like that. Especially since he has the glove rush, or the gloves, basically, which has been nerfed, as we know, before. Oh my God! That was sick. Frank canceling that, realizes that the Slap-O-Mander is just way too slow, and now, you know, the stage has been broken for EncinoMan, so this is something that you don't want to see from a Springman, but man, Frank is just not letting up. He just immediately goes for that rush to end the game.
Using the trampoline to his advantage as well, just to close in that little bit of distance for the close range glove rush.
Yeah,
well played by Frank there.
Yeah, I think if Frank would have let the timer go on a bit, then that would have been definitely against him, against his favor, because one of the things with Springman is that, you know, whenever he's in the air, he is so vulnerable, and like now he actually went onto that trampoline to use the rush, but if he didn't have a rush, then I'd say that's super dangerous territory, right? So I think, you know, this was actually good in showing for EncinoMan, because you know, Frank is one of the top players, I'd say, in not only Europe but in the world. So he's doing very well to go up against Frank like this, and I'm happy that is. Don't having these, like, it's not so too fun to have only these domination games, you know. So sure. I think, yeah, we're seeing the stage bans for these players now.
That's right. We're either going to Temple Grounds or Buster Beach, I believe.
Yeah.
And it'll be Temple.
Yeah, cool. You know, seems like EncinoMan is a bit new to this format, and that's so cool too, because you know, the cool thing about the ARMS communities right now is that we have these regional or local communities popping up, and they're growing, and you know, we see new players every time in all of these tournaments, and so I like, whenever I see that, it's not like, oh, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. It's more like, oh, cool, a new guy. You know, it makes me happy.
Frank switching his arms up to roaster.
Yeah.
Bolt now. Yeah, I wonder if it's a conscious stage thing, and he's getting rid of all the pillars.
Yeah, this is very actively doing so as well. I'm not sure like why he actually wants to do that. I think I'd see him kind of could take advantage of those pillars, but decides to, you know, erase most of them. And EncinoMan was actually allowing that. See, like in just like right there, he could hide behind them, but not anymore because now all of them have been deleted swiftly.
Yeah, the last bit of pillar there being used to block the rush, ironically.
Yeah, it's it's like yeah, it was very kind of strange pacing, but you know, if it works, it works, you know.
Frank went in for that rush, but was too close to EncinoMan, so the camera did not readjust in time, and Frank did not get that rush. EncinoMan going in for the rush now, but misses again, goes straight into Frank's shield.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt. Just right at the end of that rush, Frank just steps out with a tri-bolt and grabs as well. Puts EncinoMan in the red and has a rush available. Might be able. No,
it happens again. No, but he caught the end of it.
Yeah, that's a dangerous thing about the coil. You can never be too careful. Now he needs to get some damage in, but does not. A lot of times when you have, you know, you're in deep red and the other one isn't, and the 10-second mark is approaching, then for some players that means that there's desperation mode going, and that's the last thing you want to do because then you get grabbed, just like we saw there. Now EncinoMan is switching it up, taking out the cracker here on the left arm, which is a really fast arm. And you know, I think this is a good choice actually, because the cracker actually works very well against the tri-bolt. Usually removes all of those 3 parts of it. Ooh, this is dangerous territory. Oh my god, he gets denied again. Oh, that's too bad for him there. Still not out of it yet though. Frank though has this rush available.
Yeah,
almost looks like he was going for it.
EncinoMan trapped in the corner there.
Yeah, and Frank is doing work right now.
One more rush would finish things off, and he goes for the rush and gets it.
He does. Yeah, he does. Yeah. I was gonna say, like, there's definitely windows where I can see EncinoMan doing really well. Then there's, like, you know, Frank being such a seasoned player. He has been in the, you know, the Scrimps weekly tournaments for I don't know how long. So there's been so many moments where Frank is, you know, he is very much so, like, he has been in so many scenarios that he knows what's up even before anyone else does.